Hello, hello! Welcome to SirParts Online, and today we're going to have our tutorial on Google Classroom. So we're going to create a Google Classroom in this tutorial, and let's start. So the first thing that you're going to do is, first and foremost, you need to have a Gmail account. So you need to have a Gmail account in order to create a Google Classroom. So let's start. So this is now, you can see our previous video on how to create a Gmail account and how to use a Gmail. Okay, so once you already have your Gmail account, let's say you can type here gmail.com. Okay, so here you can see this Google Apps, this dashboard. You can click that and you're going to look for the Google Classroom. Okay, so this is the Google Classroom. You can now click this one. Okay, so Classroom helps classes communicate, save time, and stay organized. So that's the purpose of Google Classroom. So you can put your lessons here, your activities in Google Classroom, and for those who have internet access, they could reap the benefits of having this technology. So also you can also use this one for saving your files. Let's say, for example, you want like in my case, I use Google Classroom for our virtual office in internationalization. So you can use that. So let's start. So you can click, you will be asked about your email, and I'm gonna click continue. Okay, so after this, you can join a class or you can create a class. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a class. So you just click this one, create class, or you can also do this one, the plus symbol. Okay, so either way, either you're going to click the plus sign or this one, same result. Okay, so using Classroom at a school with students. So your school must be signed up for a free Google Workspace for Education account before you can use Classroom. In our case, we will not use this for our in our class. Say in the school, you can also use this one. I've read and understand the above notice, and I'm not using Classroom at the school with students. Okay, then click continue. Okay. Then you will be prompted with your class name. Let's say, for example, I'm gonna name this one as Google Classroom 101 section. Google Classroom 101 2021 section. Let's say, for example, add a section A. What's the subject? It is, let's say, for example, it is SirParts ITeach. So SI. I'm gonna click SI, SirParts ITeach. No matching subjects. SI. SI 101 Google Classroom 101. Okay, then the room, what's the room? Room 67. Okay, put your room there, and I'm gonna click this one, create. creating now your classroom. So you already have your classroom right now. So this is the name of the class and the section. And then you can customize this one. You can select some themes here. This one if you want. So if you're teaching English and history, you can look for these themes. If that is math and science, you can also use these themes. For arts, okay, you can use these themes. There's also sports, you can use that. You just simply click that and click this select theme. Okay, and let's try this one other. Okay, so in our case, we could probably use this one, computer. You can use that as class theme, that one. Or you can also choose to upload. You can upload a photo. Select a photo from your computer. Let's say you're gonna choose my downloads that I was able to create. That one, that's uploading. You can drag this one, no? Let's try this. Like I already have the picture, huh? You can also customize that. We have a topic in Canva, so you could design your header on this particular class. But I'm gonna choose the default one, this one, for this. Okay, and that's it. The next thing to do is you are going to go here in people. We are going to study first the different the environment, no? So here on the stream, the students can post here. You can post anything here. You can post now or plan ahead. So let's say, for example, if you want to post on a later date, and that can be done, no? So got it. So you can write your text here on the stream. Let's say, for example, the first text would be greetings. Greetings to my dear students. Thank you for choosing this course. You can do some formatting here. You can bold. You can underline. You can italize, and you can strike through if you want. Is this a strike through? Remove formatting. Let's remove formatting. One. So remove formatting. Or you can click. Also, you can click again, and you can create a list. This one. bulleted list. Like for example, I want you to be friendly, time conscious, whatever, no? Whatever you want. And here you can add a Google Drive file here. You can click there, and you can look for your Google file if you have. If you don't have, okay, if you have a file in your Google Drive. Then this one, if you want to upload a file in your computer, let's say for example we're gonna upload this particular file, say this one. Okay, you have that file, and you can also add a link. So let's say for example you're gonna look for a link like www. What's my link? www. Whatever link you want. This one, alison.com. Okay. This is a website for learning, and you can get certificates here. You can have your transcript if you want to pursue studies here in alison.com. And you click this add link, and you already have the link. Okay. Then this one, YouTube. You're gonna add YouTube video. So let's say I'm gonna search YouTube. You're gonna search, let's say for example, gonna search about Be at Your Best series. Most likely there are plenty of there. Be at Your Best series. Let's try to search SirParts online. Yeah. While lifelong learning is important, so you're gonna click this one. Let's say for example this particular video, then click this one, add video, and there you go, you're done with your text. And if you have other classes, you can choose here for other class, and you can click here all students. All students, and when you're going to post that one, make sure the students are already inside the classroom now. Of course, if they're not in the classroom, they could not see that. So once you click this one, you can click this one if you want to post it directly, and you can also click this one to schedule, or you want to save this as draft. So when you click save draft, so it's there in the saved announcements. You can click that. It's your saved announcements, and you can click that. So you can now post that if you want during that particular time that students are already in your classroom. But you can also use this to schedule. Let's say you can click this schedule, and let's say for example you're going to schedule this on, let's say, December 15th at 8 a.m. You can change the time and click this one schedule. For our purposes, we can schedule this at let's say 11:20. Okay, schedule, Yeah, I scheduled it already at 11:20. It's 11:19 in my time. So once these particular announcements will be posted on the stream, all students can receive the announcements via their Gmail accounts. So they can see that you have your announcements, and they will go to the classroom and read it. And they could also see the links, your text, your videos that you shared. And that's it. That's the good thing of this, because once you post there on stream, everyone in the classroom can receive that particular announcement. So it would really help us in our job as educators. Okay, so we're gonna wait that. So as you can see here, there's no posting for the stream. So here you could see stream settings. Here you can click that, and you can try to configure the stream. Students can post and comment. So this one, students can post and comment. I recommend this particular option because students needs to interact with each other, and yeah, they can interact with their post. No? Then students can only comment. They could not post. They can only comment. If you want these settings, that could be also good. And this one, only teachers can post or comment. So I guess I won't choose this one. I don't recommend this particular settings, no, because students cannot interact with each other. And this one, classwork on the stream, show condensed notifications or hide notifications. I would do this one, the default settings. And only teachers can view deleted items. If somebody would delete some the items, so I would recommend, this is our default. I would not disable this one. This only teachers can view deleted items. Okay, I think that's it for the stream. Okay, another environment would be this one. This is the class code. You can give this to your students. You can copy the invite link, click this one, and then you can paste that in Facebook, or you can send that on their email if you want. But later on, we can invite the students directly on this particular classroom. Okay, and then okay, what else? So we are done with the stream. Let's proceed now to the classwork tab. Okay, this is where you're going to create now our lessons, our topics, our modules, our activities here in this particular area, the classwork. So we're gonna go back on this one later on. And this one, people. So there you can add teachers. If you have, let's say you're teaching for the same subject, and you will try to help each other in making this particular classroom, building this classroom. One will be assigned for Unit 1, one will be assigned for Unit 2, one will be assigned for Unit 3, one will be assigned for Unit 4, and they will be included in the teachers part. This area, teachers part. Just click this one, and you're gonna type the name. So for example, I'm gonna invite myself. I have my other account. There you go. You're gonna click that, then invite. Okay, I cannot invite because that's a recording. You can invite teacher from this domain. Okay, I could not invite because that's a Jeremy issue. Okay, I'll try my other one. This one. Then invite. So it's already invited, and okay, and I'm gonna go to my email. In the other part, you cannot see this one, and in the email, I click join, and go teach class. Then I accept. Once the invited teacher accept the class, and I'm gonna go back to my classroom, and I'm going to refresh this one. I'm gonna click enter again, and you can now see the teachers that I'm already here. This one. And for students, this time you can invite your students here. Click this plus, and then you can type the email of the student. Like for example, I'm gonna try to invite. I could invite myself here. I could not invite. Why? Because I'm the teacher. It's already part of the you need to have another account. So I'm gonna click cancel, and I'm gonna try to invite. What else? What email do I have? This one. My old email. Not using anymore this particular email. Invite. So there you can see it's already invited, and the email address is valid, and the student can go to his or her email and would like to approve that request. I'll try. So I'm gonna open my email, and yeah, there it is. You see now the invitation, and then I'm gonna click join. And I'm going to go back in my email. I'm gonna refresh this one. There you go. So track individual student progress. Got it. So you can track individual progress here. So I already have the student, and you can add many students here. You just do the process again. You can invite the link. Let's say if you have your, let's say your Facebook group, no? You can set this one, and they can go. Do not worry, because after you already included that, you can change. Totally, you can change this one, this class code. So this is an announcement. Accordingly, we are the Google Classroom, the Google teaching us how to use, no, this particular part. So there, create announcements. If you want to create announcements, you can use this one. Then you can reuse announcements here. Okay. What's the date of our announcements? Why it's not yet appearing? I didn't click the schedule. That's the problem. And it's December 12. Then I'm gonna schedule this. Let's try to change this by 11:30. Then schedule. I forgot to click the schedule. So it's already scheduled. 11:30. Okay. And after that, here, so you know already how to use the stream. This time, you know already this area is where you're going to make your lessons, your units here, adding students and adding teachers. This area people tab. Then grades here, you can see the grades of the students in this particular area. And another part here, this one, this is the class settings. Okay, you can turn on or turned off. You can turn off. You can reset the code. So by resetting the code, there will be another class code. So for example, you already give this to the students, the code, and then some students give that to other students. So supposedly those students are not enrolled in your class and they are in. So what will you do? So you can change the class code and you can kick out the students in that particular class. Okay, so you can turn on, you can turn this off. When you turned off the invites, you could not see that on the stream anymore. See, you cannot see the code. If you are going to turn that on again, you can go here, turn it on, then you can now see the code here. So this is the setting area, and aside from those things, you can create a link, a classroom link. Okay, in this particular area. So, but we have a problem here. We could not create a link, classroom meet link, on this particular Google Classroom, because we're using only the Gmail accounts that we have now. That is just okay. Anyway, you can also have your another meet links. You can post that in the stream. And for grading calculation, you can have your total points. That's total points, or if you want weighted by category. So if you want to show the overall grade to students, you can click this one. Then you can add categories here, like let's say for example you want to have say major exam is 30%. Okay, add another category, in our case, I don't know your grades, but in our case, let's say you're gonna have this as 15%, then final exam, it's 15%. Another category would be, in our case, we have quizzes, midterm quizzes. Is that the spelling of quizzes? That's midterm quizzes, that's 30%, and divided by that's 15% also. and add another category, final term quizzes. Another 15%. Then I have midterm performance, which is 20%, and final term performance, that's 20%. And gonna save this. So that's remaining 0, so that means it's okay. Huh? I'm gonna save that. Actually, this is not yet the final grade that the students have, because the computation for grades here is probably 0 based. In our case, we have another grading system. We have total score times 50 plus total score score divided by total score times 50 plus 50. So I guess it's different, but I guess the students will have an idea on his or her performance based on that particular gradings. Okay. What happened? Still not working, guys. I don't know. Scheduled for 11:30, December 12th. It's already 11:36. Anyway. Siguro I will delete this one. No. Okay, anyway, let's proceed. So this one is the dashboard. You can go to other technologies of YouTube. This one is your Gmail account, and here you can see here all your classes here. You can click that, and you can also see the calendar, and calendar is very important now. To review, you can click that. For your class, nothing to review, and your class, and if you have your class archive classes, you can click here. So we don't have yet an archive class. So what does this mean? So you can click that. What an archive class is. So it's a class that's when a class ends, your teacher might archive the class. Archiving a class removes it from your Google Classroom homepage. You can still access class materials in the class Google Drive folder. Only teachers can archive or delete a class. If you want to remove a class from your homepage, you have to unenroll from a class. You can't unenroll from an archive class. Okay? So, okay. And I guess that's all. No, that's all for already. Just a review. You know already how to create announcement using the stream. Students can post here. You can also set that the students cannot post. You know already how to generate class code. You can reset the class code. You know already, not yet on this part. Then you know already how to add people. So actually you can add people while but it's best practice if you already have this classwork done before adding the people here. So okay, so the next would be we are going to create now our classwork. So normally we're going to divide this. What you will do is you click create. First and foremost, you must need to have your content. Very important that you already have your content, or you already have your plan. No? What are the things that you're going to have? So in our case, I guess the first thing that you're going to do is to populate it with topics. So let's say week 1. You can have that, no? Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. So let's try that, because I guess that is in the video of your week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. So I'm gonna click topic here, and I'm gonna have week 1. That's the name of our topic. If you have the title here, you can write the title here, like for example, week 1, blah 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 blah. Okay, click add. So you already have the week 1 topic. Another topic, click this one, create week, add. Okay, so what you are going to do here, if this will what you're going to do here is you just simply drag week 1 like that. Okay, but if you already know how many weeks you have, so it's let's say I'm gonna delete this one. If you want to delete now, delete. So as an advice, let's say for example, you know already that there are let's say 10 weeks, 5 weeks lang. Okay, for our example, so I'll start to create here week 5 and create topic week 4, and I will start at the very end. Okay, yeah, you see, then week 3. Okay, again topic week 4, week 2, sorry, week 2, create topic week 1. Okay, or you can create here week 0 if you want. Okay, so we already have now the topics, and as you can see here, students will see this topic once work is added to it. So that is just our skeleton sa tuwang in our course. So next would be we're going to add here, you can add assignment, quiz assignment, question, material, and you can also reuse the post. Okay, so here for assignment, for I think the first one would be is material, right? That's the first one, the material. And then I guess you have let's say let's try to create material assignment first. Assignment, so you're gonna name the assignment. What's the name? Let's say for example you are as advised to write week 1 assignment 1. If you have assignment 1, then you can write your what's that assignment 1. Then you can write the instructions here. Write the instructions here. Okay. Then you can also, you already know how to use this one: bold, italize, underline. Then if you have bulleted list, remove formatting. And you know already how to add a file in Google. If you have file in Google, let's try to click this one because we were not able to cover this in, yeah, here it is. You have the file. We already have the file in the Google, so I'm gonna click this one, and there you go. You can have these settings, sharing settings. You can choose how to share this file with your class. Students all view the same single file. Students all view and can edit the same single file. Each individual students get their own copy. So if you make copies, the files are automatically stored in students' class folders in Google Drive. So I guess you can choose make a copy for each student if you want. Then you just click this, got it. Okay. Then So for example, you want to upload. So we already, already how to upload file. I already demonstrated that last time, including the add link and adding YouTube. And this one, if you want to attach another item, let's try to click this one. Let's say you want to attach a document, you want to attach a slide presentation, you want to attach a Google Sheets, a drawing, or a Google form. Okay. We have also a separate tutorial for using these docs, slides, sheets, drawings, and forms. Okay, so after that, you can now give a category, because we choose to have a category here. So this is under performance, midterm performance. I'm gonna click that, and the points would be 10. So for example, our first assignment would be knowing easy writing about your goal in life. Okay, that's easy writing, no? So let's hear instructions here. Write an essay about your goal in life. Okay. Okay, so there you go. There in due date, you can write due date here. Very important to have a deadline. And let's say, for example, the deadline will be on December 20. You're gonna click that. Time would be optional as long as it's December 20. So there's no problem on that. Then topic. Then I'm gonna include this on week 1. So the topic that we created. And I could include a rubric here. Let's say rubric. So a rubric is a tool for making grades now for the activity. So you're gonna have 10 points. Then rubric. So click rubric, and you're gonna create a rubric. Click that, create rubric. So what will be our scoring? So I'm going to have the criterion title. We're gonna have, let's say, performance. Performance criterion. About what is performance? This means the task is performed. Okay, so first level will be, let's say, for example, I'm gonna create, let's say, for example, I'm gonna have 3 levels for this. So 1 point, 2 points, and 3 points. Level is I can also have 0 now, 0 points, and it would automatically level title would be fair, good, very good, and this one is odd. Then the description is output, of course. This one for 3, I'm gonna see all tasks are performed. This one task is not performed. And this one is more than 1 task is not performed. Or I could say 2 tasks are were not performed. So this was not performed. Or I'm gonna be in present tense, no? 1 task is task, 2 tasks are not performed. Then this one more than 2. This one would be bad more than 2 tasks. More than 2 are not performed. Okay, then we're gonna add another criteria. Then let's say, for example, criterion about errors. It's the criterion. This means the number of errors in the output. Okay, let's say I'm gonna have here only 4. Again, I have 0. I'm gonna have 1. I'm gonna have 2. I'm gonna have 3 points. Level title is bad. It is fair. It is good. It is very good. Then this one is let's start with the very good. Let's say no errors in the output. So this one you can have 1 to 2 errors in the output. It may be grammar and spelling. This one 3 or 3 to 4 errors in the output. And this one is more than 4 errors in the output. And the purpose of the rubric is really to measure, is to measure the performance of the task, And you can add criterion here for timeliness. Let's say you want timeliness. This is very important. This means the early submission of works. You can also modify that one, the promptness. So I could just click that plus, then score here 0, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna have here bad, fair, good, very good. So this is I think this is a good criteria, the timeliness in the work, because one of the criteria, because timeliness is very important in our life, so I think it's best to include it here. And the students can only get very good if they could submit the work ahead on the deadline. So this one is before the deadline. The work is submitted before the deadline. This one you can get 2 if the work is submitted on the deadline. The work is submitted a week after the deadline. Work is submitted weeks or more after the deadline. Okay, this will really help a lot. Students can submit their work early because of this particular criteria. I recommend this one. Okay, so that's it, guys. You already guys. Sorry, that's it. Teachers, school teachers, educators, or maybe other students watching this video now. So that's it. We already created our rubric. So you can just click this one, save. You can add more criterion if you want. Click this one, and that's it. We already have the criteria. So the points there is 9 points. So you're gonna change this one. Change this to 9. Okay. Then after that, you can save the draft, schedule, or you can assign if you want. So let's try assign. Click assign. So when you click assign, so we already have our assignment here, and you can see the due, the due. And next to that is you're going to create a quiz assignment. You can, but before that, let's try to create first this one question. So if you want to have a discussion, let's say for example, you want to ask something to the students. Let's say you ask a question, why are you here? Or what is your greatest strength? Okay, that. So that's a short answer question, and there you go. This is in the performance, and let's say for example the points here is only 1. So or 5 points if you want 5 points, right? And you can click the due date. Due date will be on let's say same 15. So topic is under week 1. You're gonna answer that. Then you're gonna click this. Students can reply to each other if you want that. They could connect with each other. And same here, you know already that. You click this one, ask, and there you go. You have the question, and students can answer that question directly, and other students can see their answers. So more or less, this is like a discussion, open discussion. All students can see the replies of the answers of their classmates, and also if they want to reply on that particular answer. And then let's create another one. This one, if you have the material, you have the PDF file, so you're gonna write the title. I recommend you type the title there, week 1, let's say for example content, and you upload the file. So let's upload the file. Let's say we're going to look for, say I have a PDF here, sample PDF. Okay, I'm looking for another. Okay, that one, my certificate. I'm gonna include that. Let's say that's the PDF file. That's your PDF file. And you can also drag and drop the topics. Let's click this, got it. And you can describe the description of the file. And you can add here topic, week 1. Then click post. Okay, so you already have now the content. And you are going to arrange this one based on your needs. Like for example, in my case, I would start with the question, and then I would start. After that, I'm gonna have the pre-test, and then after the pre-test, I'm gonna have the material. Then after the material, I'm gonna have the assignment, and then the assessment. The last is the assessment. That's the order. So it's up to you what would be the best order, that suits your needs. So that's it. You can create another, let's say for example, material for, let's say you create your Google Docs. You can have that, your slides here. You can also do that. Okay, you can also have the, let's say, video. Like you can attach a video here. Like for example, week 1. I'm gonna start with week 1 for week 1 video material. Then I'm gonna click the file. Let's say for example, let's search here some of my files here, and let's say for example, we're gonna this one, learn basics Spanish. Then add video. Then I'm gonna include that here on week 1 and post. So okay, so the newly created task of the student appears at the top. You have to remember that, and you can drag that. You can move that. Let's say for example, I want to move it here. I drag it and put it here. And let's say I'm going to have this one as question, and at the beginning, so that would be the first task, then the week content, then another week on content video material, then the assignment. Okay, and next to that is you can create a quiz assignment. Okay, so what is this quiz assignment? So for quiz assignment, okay, we will be creating a Google form. So here, let's say week 1 quiz 1, and category that it belongs to midterm quizzes, and the answer the questions. Honestly, because we're online, no, anyone can take the exam. And after that, again, have due date for that. Let's say for example, I have only 5. By the way, moms answers, when you say quiz, that's short, no? Most likely the highest score for that would be 10, no? I guess 10. So if you have longer quiz, that would be a summative test. Okay, so let's have 5, and the due date. Let's set the due date. Say you're gonna have this on 22, and time is optional. If you want to have time, you can have that. And the topic, week 1. This belongs to week 1, so this is all good. And here, you're gonna click this one, blank quiz, and there you go. You can create your okay, let's have a tour. Google has this one, so we're gonna take the tour. So you can add question using here. Then you can pick a theme here. Okay, is that the tour? So you can add your question here. Let's say for example, our first quiz would be, this is you can write this one as week 1 is 1. From description, this is the first quiz on week 1. So you can have the question here. You can add a question, and if you want a multiple choice, you can have here multiple choice. If you have a short answer, let's say fill in the blanks, you can have that. So let's try one fill in the blanks question. So let's say this is all about computer. So let's say computer. Question is, what is the brain of the computer. Okay, so that's the question, and that's a short answer text, and you click this one, the answer key. So your answer will be here, CPU. You can have central processing unit, and you can also have here CPU. Okay. Then the number of points, this is 1 point, and you click this one, done. Then you can click this one, required. Okay, and if you want to create another, if you want to duplicate the question, you can click this one, duplicate, and it will create a similar question. And to delete the question, you can click this one. Okay, that's deleted already. So next would be, we're going to create another question. You click this one, plus, and this time around we're going to use the multiple choice. This one's paragraph, if you want to say now. We're gonna skip this one. This is similar to the short answer, quite longer input, no? It's quite longer input. And let's try multiple choice. So you type the question here, which is an device. So option 1, okay, we have mouse. Let's say we have monitor. You click this one, add option. We have printer. What else? Projector. Then we have here mouse. Okay, so we have 4 options here, of course, options. And after that, you're gonna click this one, answer key. And you're gonna click which is the correct answer. So what's the correct answer here? That's mouse. So you click that mouse, then click done. And the number of points, we forgot to include the points. This one, click done. Then click required. Okay, so that's it. And next we're gonna create a what? We're gonna create a checkboxes. So which of the following? Let's try to duplicate the questions now. We're gonna delete this first. Duplicate, and I'm gonna change this to a checkbox. And which of the following are output devices? So to answer key, so the correct here is this, and this. So on checkboxes, you can choose many options here, and the points is 3 points for this. And next would be, we're going to create a drop down. So say which of the following is a storage device. Option 1 is we have USB flash drive. We have here monitor. Another option is keyboard. Last option is mouse. And click required. The answer key is USB flash drive. That's 1 point. Done. Okay, so how many points is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's try that. You also have other here. You can try other things here like file upload, multiple choice grid checkbox. You can also insert date and time here. And let's try to see. After that, after making the question, you can go here. You can click this one so that it would be, and you can also rename the file now. It is week 1 quiz 1. The purpose of writing week 1 quiz 1 is for us, for easy access now of our files. So here this is a question, this is our responses. So not yet, no responses yet. You can click this one in order to see the responses, an Excel file. So there's an Excel file for that, for the question, no? And let's go back here. You can have the setting. You can make that as a quiz. Then responses, you can click responses here. If you want to collect email address, you enable this one. And if you want to limit for only one response of the student, you have to enable this one. And for form defaults, let's collect email address, question defaults, make questions required by default. So we're gonna record all of this one. We're going to default the collection of email address, so that the next time that we're going to create a quiz, that's already our default settings. Okay, then send responders a copy of the response. You can let's say always. Let's try to send the responses, and we will not allow response editing. We have to disable that. And what else? I think that's it. Presentation. There you go, presentation. So you can click progress bar if you want. And this is very important. You have to shuffle question order. There. That's why you don't need to type 1 on the questions there. Do we type? Let's try to see. Oh no, we don't type number 1, 2, 3, because if we enable shuffle, the numbers will not be in order. Okay, so where are we now? Settings. So go back to presentation, shuffle question. I'm gonna shuffle the question. Show link to submit another response, able to limit only one response. View result summary, you can click this one. Yeah, that's it. And after that, you click this one, this preview. You can now see your question. Okay. Yeah. So this is now your question. It will be asking an email. This asterisk means these are required, so they can answer now. You can type the email. That. And we have a problem here. That's why it's very important to really test our output. So what you're gonna do, if you can see a problem, you go back to this one, to the questions, and you're gonna delete the, where is the thing? I didn't see it here. What is this? I didn't see it here. I'm gonna check it. Oh, this one. So let's delete this one. Okay, it's deleted. And we can refresh this one. So when you're viewing, you can also click this one and you can edit the form. So we're gonna try to check. So you have to really dry run, especially on your correct answers, because if not, that's really the process. No, after you create a thing, you need to check, you need to test that. What are the output? Is the monitor, printer, projector, and the input device, mouse, it's the brain of the computer. Gonna have it CPU, USB flash drive, then submit. So let's ask to if there's traffic lights. Where's the traffic lights? These are traffic lights. Yeah. So after that, the response will be recorded. View score, can view now my score. I got perfect. So that's it, guys. Students are already know their score. Okay, so here on our week 1, you can already see now the output of the students here, the score and the answers. Okay, so that's it. And you can go back here, so you can already see now the responses here. And this is the average score. You will know the average. This is the insights. Wala pang. Wala. These are the insights, the average, the median, and the range. So you can see there the range, the median, and that's the insights, and also the score and the responses. You can see that. So you can look at here in the responses, and you can change if you want. You can change you can put headers here at the top, say like that one. You can choose headers here. You can put your own pictures, upload your own pictures. For example, I'm gonna what pictures I'm gonna put here. It's all about computers, so I'm gonna go to other. So you're gonna pick now here, or you're gonna go to photos if you have, or upload. Okay, or let's say we're gonna choose this one. Let's try insert. So there you go. You have now the header. So this is in this area, this one, and you can choose the themes. This will be your theme. That one. The font style, you can change that to playful. You have decorative. I think that's not clear. Formal. You can have the formal. What else here? No more. Okay, so that's it. And after that, you have the undo and redo. You can now send. Okay, you can now send that to them. Okay, send via email. You can send a link to the students. Actually, it would automatically, it would automatically go to the students in your class. So you can now go to your class and assign. You can click assign. So let's try to see where's that exam. So this is the quiz one. So you can now see you have the Google form there. And since this quiz one belongs to the last part, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag and drop that there. One of my problems in dragging, in putting that is sometimes you cannot put that at the end. So what you're gonna do is put it here, and and then move this one there. That's how I do it sometimes. Okay, so I guess we were able to create all the things here, the material, and reuse is, let's say for example, you already made a post, like for example this one. Let's say for example we're gonna use another, let's say this one. If you want to reuse this, reuse, click reuse, and you can put that on week 2. Then you can let's say change here. Can you say about our week 1 activities? Okay, can you see 5 points? Date, you have to change that. Let's say 20. Then week 2, then ask. Then you already have the week 2. Okay. Then let's say for example you're gonna have another assignment. Let's say you're gonna create the week 2 assignment. So what you can do is, let's say for example similar, still essay, or like for example in my rubric, that's very generic. You can use that in all other outputs. So what you can do is click this create and reuse post. And let's say for example you're gonna use the assignment. Where's the assignment? Week 1 assignment, this one. So you're gonna click this if you will use the attachments. If not, leave that as blank, leave at least. Then click reuse. So you have that. So you're gonna change this as week 2 and assignment 2. Let's say you can change something here. Let's say what is the task for week 2? You can type it here. Say week 2 is, let's for example, Google, create a resume using Google Books. So create a resume using Google Books. Here is resume. You can write here resume writing. Then I already have the rubric. That's the advantage. I already have the rubric, and if ever I don't like this one, I'm gonna click this one. Then what I will do is I'm gonna create a docs here, and I'm gonna look for template. From template, so I'm gonna here resume. Okay, gonna give them the template. Okay, so okay, I already have the resume here. Is that the student make copy for each student? I'm gonna open this if that's the, no, it's not. So what I'll do is okay, so I can Control A and copy this one and paste it here. Paste, equal formatting. So that's it. And hula, gonna change this sample resume. A resume template. And gonna save this one, gonna have that star. And hula, gonna assign this with due date, say 28. and then this is on week 2, then same. So students, do this after all your students are already in the class, inside the class. So there you go, you have the week 2, and what you've learned there. If the student could click that, they could see the template. Okay, we're gonna edit that. Okay, so are we now? So we're done. We're done, guys. And what you'll do is you just finish all that, and I'm going to have a separate topic on how to use, no, because you're gonna be creating material as for documents, as to slides, as to sheets, as to drawings. And for forms, we already have that forms now. Already created the forms for our quiz or for other forms. Okay, so that would be on a separate video. And thank you very much. I hope you learned something today. It's long, and thank you very much for listening. And you will now you will now make your outputs. You can submit your outputs later in the next few weeks. Now, as we build on this, we have other topics. So thank you very much for watching this video. This is Engineer Christian Bantayanan Partlosa. Always remember, learning is lifetime. Bye.